Today we're going to be making some delicious roasted carrots. Philippe made them with loads of love, and you can check that out on one of our episodes, which is called Setting Up Our First Test Garden. This is coming straight from the farm and we're going to turn it into something delicious. This dish has 4 elements. We're going to kick it off with element number 1, and that is seasoning and roasting the carrots. So let's go. First steps first, this has been prepped already. These carrots are washed very well. If you take these carrot tops off, wonderful snap. Don't throw away the tops. Don't throw away the tops because we'll be using them in the dish. Listen to this. Ah, how satisfying. Again, don't throw these away. Then we move on to seasoning these puppies. First, I'm going to lay them all out so they're not on top of one another. So you sort of space them out a little. And then we're going to cover them, smother them in a delicious, generous amount of olive oil. I've taken the liberty to mix some salt and pepper together. A tiny bit of smoked paprika, some garlic powder, a bit of cinnamon, and for those of you who like it spicy, then you just make sure that it's evenly covered. These carrots are going to come out nice and roasted, and to give them just that extra bit of sweetness, even though honestly these carrots don't need it. There you go. That was harder than expected. I'm just going to drizzle this with a tiny bit of honey. Well, tiny, just like a tablespoon. Important during this step is to space all your carrots out nice and evenly so that they roast on all sides, because we really want to get that Maillard effect going. While these carrots are roasting in the oven, it'll take up to about half an hour or so. We are moving on to our salty cheese dip. I've got some fresh cheese here. This is sheep's cheese and locally sourced. If you can't find this type of cheese, don't worry, feta is a great substitute. In a little bowl, I'm going to now add about 150 grams or so. I don't love measuring things out. I'm going to take a pie slice of fresh cheese. Voila, looking delicious. And into there I'm going to now add a generous amount of salt and also some pepper. And finally, to give this dip some character, we're now going to add the juice of 1 lemon and a bit of double cream. The dip is now done. Give it a good taste. If you want to add a bit more salt, you can. If you want to add a bit of lemon, make it your own. I'm going to make some space now because we're going to move on to the green element in this dish. I personally think it's very important that food doesn't only taste good, but that it also looks good. And for that, introducing a tiny hint of green into a dish really lifts the aesthetic value. So I'm going to chop off the tough bits to the compost. And this is going to be blanched. Let the carrot tops boil for about 3 minutes and then transfer them into an ice bath. Drain the carrot tops and then chop them up roughly just to give your one mixer a bit of a break. Now we are ready to assemble element number 3. This carrot pesto is very simple to make. Onto the blanched carrot tops we add some cooked almonds and we season it with a mixture of salt and pepper. Then we pour over a generous amount of olive oil and some water if needed to blend the whole together into a smooth, nice paste. This is right around the time when your roasted carrots are done and you can take them out of the oven. Put them aside and give them a good swirl. The 4th element is a smoked paprika and garlic drizzle that you can top off to introduce a bit of red into the dish and add a little bit of that garlic spice. Fry up some fresh garlic and red pepper, deglaze the whole with white wine and season it with honey and salt. And then, last but not least, you can slice a few slices of orange to decorate the whole. Now that all the elements are done, let's start plating, which is personally my favorite part, besides eating, of course.
And then for the final touch, add a little bit of fresh orange.
That's our roasted carrot recipe, guys. I hope you enjoy. I'll leave the link below. And if you like our content, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button or give us a thumbs up, as it is very much appreciated. See you on the next one, The Farming Chefs. Peace out. Slightly spicy, delicious.